two, three. 1, 2, 3. It has been several months, and we are back in Metahuman Incorporated.
Yeah, hey everybody.
Our name, if I can remember correctly, is Seji de Groot.
Seji de Groot.
Yeah, fucking awesome. So, what we got here. February. February rolls around, and you have your first formal meeting with Metahuman's senior staff. You take your seat at the head of the table. Your CFO, Winston Q., blind as fuck, takes the seat immediately to your right. Robert Leach, your assistant and secretary at the meeting, sits at your left. We've undergone some changes since the last time we sat in this room, begins Winston. For those of you who haven't yet had the pleasure, this is Sergi de Groot, our new CEO. Our second new face is John Tarr, head of research. Welcome.
I bet he gets you out of some sticky situations.
John Tarr is an alien.
Oh.
We hired him. Oh, he's an alleged alien.
I was just making a tar joke, but...
That's racist.
You got a touch of the tar brush.
Shout out to my homie Aziz. I don't know Aziz. I'm looking forward to working alongside both of you. You raise an eyebrow at the lack of formality in Winston's introduction. But you say nothing. Perhaps that's accepted custom at these top-level meetings. John Tarr thanks Winston for the introduction and says how delighted he is to have joined Metahuman and to be working alongside such accomplished colleagues. There's something gloriously childlike in John Tarr's attitude, or maybe he's simply naive. You hope you haven't made a mistake in recruiting him. I like to imagine this giant 7-foot fucking gray-ass man sitting in a room just...
I'm so excited.
Next around the table is Electra Jones, our head of security, Winston continues. Metahuman being a somewhat atypical company, our security department is rather more active than those of our equivalent in the sectors. Electra is our resident spy master, responsible for anticipating or reacting to threats to Metahuman. She will fuck a nigga up.
Fucking spy master.
I know, right? Fucking, that's a badass title. Why can't I have that? Fuck the CEO shit. A pleasure, says Electra, with a slight incline of her head. Like she has a right angle.
A pleasure.
It's just
like the way a confused dog looks at you.
Oh. She is a slim, pale woman in her mid-30s, or thereabout. The gaze of her gray eyes never strays far from you. You have a distinct impression that she's studying you, because she has a test, and she cannot fail.
She's in her mid-30s, or maybe not.
She's in her 30s.
Maybe.
I don't know. She could also be 8. At last is Brett Goliley. Oh, that might Golitely, says Winston. Brett is head of field operations beneath Electra. If Electra is the brain of security department, Brett is the hand. Oh, so we're getting to some Game of Thrones style shit here. That's cool. I don't actually get invited to these meetings all that often, says Brett with an easy smile. He's muscular, with close cropped hair. He seems slightly ill at ease in Hugo's boss suit he's wearing. But Winston figured it would be a good opportunity for me to meet the new boss. That's everybody, says Winston. Let's get on with some business, shall we? He turned around and walked into a wall because he's fucking blind. The first agenda is mine, says Electra, quickly saving the situation from any further embarrassment.
Who put this door here?
He just has this really odd compulsion to walk out of windows. Don't worry. He's fine. He's okay. It's a nap. We have 2 rival mid-level managers in HR. Stephanie Hill and Ted Nguyen, who've been at each other's throats for some time. So far, their one-upmanship has involved breaking into each other's offices and stealing documents, sabotaging computer files, that sort of thing.
Fire him.
You're
fired.
And you condone this behavior, you ask? It's rather de rigueur at Metahuman. If anything happens, it is seen as an effective way of spotting real go-getters in the company. I've maintained the facade that I know nothing about it, of course. So why the fuck are you telling me?
All right, cool.
Their efforts to sabotage each other are now extending into their private lives as well. Stephanie recently hired someone to break into Ted's apartment. Ted was out at the time, but if he'd been there, he might have been badly hurt. How do you want to respond?
Um,
Ignore the situation. Let Ted resolve it as they will. Do nothing for now. Let the situation play out until a clear victor emerges. Then promote him or her. Tell the manager to strongly encourage Stephanie to resolve their differences. If the problem persists, we'll re-examine. Tell Stephanie and Ted if they don't resolve their differences, they're both out. This behavior is unacceptable. Stephanie has gone way over the line. Fire her. Each one is better than the other. Flip a coin and fire the loser. Fire them both. They should send a strong message.
I really like pressure. Wait, what was I gonna say? Pressure on Stephanie. Like either fire Stephanie or I don't know, because Stephanie is really that bitch is crazy.
Yeah, we all know her from the water cooler. I don't know. I kind of like the do nothing for now, but I mean, you want to fire her or tell him off?
Okay, the only thing I don't like about the do nothing for now is if Stephanie, because she's crazy, if she gets a promotion, she's...
Yeah, do nothing for now, let the situation. You want to just warn them both?
Tell their manager to resolve their differences. We can come back to it.
All right, fuck it.
And then fucking Stephanie kills Ted.
Just twice.
In his fucking sleep.
Fucking, you killed me seven times at once. I'll pass the measures along, says Electra. The second point is one of mine, says Winston, continuously walking into the same wall like a retarded Pokemon character who can't figure out how the controls work.
Twitch plays Pokemon.
Money is a concern for us right now, so I've come up with a plan to reduce our overheads. But it isn't pretty. We're cutting into funding for power and materials everywhere, but notably in the research labs. We're also eliminating non-essential expenditures. Things like vending machines, staff common areas, subsidies for the company restaurant, and so forth. I've sent you a copy of the plan, Seiji. I need you to sign off on it.
Well, cutting off everything for the employees.
I like bringing it down to 50%.
Don't touch the research labs. Go ahead with everything else. We need to maintain company morale. Only apply the cuts in the labs. No change.
I want to bring the cuts down to 50% because we need morale, but we also need the labs.
And I mean, we definitely need a vending machine. That's just ridiculous.
They have fucking Orange Crush in there, dude. You can't get that fucking anywhere. If you think that's best, says Winston, still walking into the same wall. I believe I can even apply the savings immediately in this month's budget allowance. This brings us to the end of the matter of this month's budget allocation, says Winston. Seiji, every month you'll have to decide how to spend Metahuman's budget. Developing enhancements may be costly in the short term, but will bring in more money for the company in the long term. If you check your tablet, you'll see I've outlined the main options available to you. In-game terms, during your monthly... In-game terms, during your monthly staff meetings, you'll have opportunity to quote-unquote spend your resources stat. Resources can be used to develop new enhancements with certain stat requirements, or it can be allocated to more general options, such as increasing research staff, witchery, or super science. Remember that your resources stat is fully replenished at the beginning of each month. You don't have to worry about conserving points. Developing enhancements will improve Metahuman's monthly revenue stream. The more quickly you can develop these enhancements, the sooner they will start earning money for Metahuman. Also, keep in mind that you only start receiving this revenue once an enhancement is 100% developed, and so one fully developed enhancement is more valuable than 2 or 3 partially developed enhancements. You can check your stat screen at any time to see which enhancements are currently under development.
Oh man, that's exhilarating. Oh wow! Total resources 125. Let's see. You turn your attention to this month's budget allocation. I examine general resource. I consider enhancement development choices. Yeah, sure.
Sure.
Get creepy with it.
Ooh, you consider the projects currently under development at Metahuman, thinking about where you might best allocate resources this month. You will be able to begin development of a medium complexity projects in May and high complexity projects in July. Show enhancements, development table, enable affinity.
Is that the only thing we can put in right now?
Guess. Requires research staffing, 25, development cost 15.
Do that, and then can we do this and then go back to general investments? Because we have 125, we can only spend 15.
We can only spend 15?
Can you click on heightened integrity or any of this other stuff? Because it said there's no point in saving it. So click consider general investment options instead and see what we have on the other side of the fence.
What the fuck is this shit? You consider general ways in which you might increase resources this month. Your company currently has the following characteristics.
Okay, our image is garbage. Our morale is lower. We are very scared.
Witchery, 50. Super science, 50. Research staffing, 45%. Develop metahuman laboratories. Grant super science, 5. Cost 100.
The occult library. I'm kind of leaning towards research staffing. That way we could do more on the enhancement side next month.
All right.
That cost 40. Can we do examine external investments?
You recruit and train new staff. Research staff. I can do more.
Okay. Well, see, now we can, what is external investment possibilities? We can go pump money into other shit.
Yeah, this is just investing in something else. Heightened integrity, boost speed and agility requires staffing. Let me try that.
Okay.
You devote researches to heighten project. Certain that potential customers will want to use this technology to improve their speed reflexes. You consider the projects currently under development at Metahuman, thinking about where you might best allocate resources this month. This is the same thing as before.
Well, no, it says projects in May. We were just in... No,
this is May?
We were in February just a minute ago.
The fuck did I just do?
I'm not sure. Is this all this game is now?
Consider general investment options instead. Recruit, train personnel.
Again? Try the external investments. Let's see what they got going on.
Okay. Consider high risk investment. Consider low risk investment.
Wow.
Medium.
Keep it vague, fellas.
How much am I going for high risk investment? 5 points of resources. I feel like this game is going to reward me. So... fuck it. Oh, so we have to spend all of it, basically.
Well, yeah, it said there's no point in saving it. I guess we don't have to, but... go ahead and do affinity. Let's see. Right, check your stats. Let's see how far away. Enhancement.
Compassion and ruthlessness. Compassion is pretty high. Ruthlessness is a little low.
Yeah. Now, scroll down. I want to see that shit. Didn't it say we could come here and look at the things we were making? View development of enhancements. Okay, so one of these, affinity and heightened integrity, legarity.
So basically we need to get one of these to 100%.
Yeah, so we probably just need to pick one, focus it, and just keep pumping money into it.
All right, so which one?
I like affinity. It lets you can see people's emotions. That's neato.
All right, fuck it. Let's
And we have 5. You want to invest $5 in a high risk investment?
Yeah, sure. Fuck it. I mean, I'm great with that idea. Let's fucking high risk investment. Where is it?
Up top.
High risk.
5 points.
Fuck yeah.
You got my money.
Brutal. Conclude budget allocation. Staff meeting concludes. You wish your colleagues a good day. And then you make your way to your office. Several days later, you think back on your meeting regarding the problems in your HR department. You schedule a brief chat with that section's manager who assures you things are going far more smoothly now. A small victory, but a victory nonetheless. So,
awesome.
Ted and Stephanie aren't being fucking cunts.
Yeah, well, maybe Stephanie got some fucking therapy.
I know, right? Fucking asshole. God.
Ted's just
Did
doing
you
his
hear
job.
about what she did? Oh my god. February trundles past while work swamps you. Valentine's Day comes and goes with a flicker of romance for those unfortunate CEOs so tightly bound to their desks as you. But then, as the end of the month draw near, Robert Leach reminds you that the evening of the 26th is not your own. Some time ago, Anaru Katariki, except Katariki. Yeah, that's the old boss that went missing, right? Yeah.
Okay.
Accepted an invitation to attend a charity fundraiser aiding the Homeless Association, Benedict's Friends. As his successor, it falls upon you to fulfill his obligation. In truth, you could probably get out of it, but it might prove a good opportunity to raise Metahuman's image, and you realize you're looking forward to spending an evening eating food and drinking fine wine surrounded by the rich and beautiful. It's a facet of the famous CEO role that you've barely experienced so far. So essentially, we got this high and lavish life that sucks.
Yeah, I mean, you got bank, and this will be the first chance I'm guessing we'll get to
blow it.
Show off.
Shopping has not been high on your list of priorities lately. Still, when you took over Metahuman, Leach took the liberty of buying a range of new clothes for you, high-quality items appropriate for the media personality you are increasingly becoming. As you are changing in your spacious bathroom, you get a curious mark on your right arm just below your shoulder. It's a little scab hardly larger than a freckle. Weirdly, it has an odd purple tinge to it. You pick at it, and a part of it comes away under your fingernail. The skin beneath it is an angry red. You stare at the mirror a moment longer, and carry on dressing, promptly forgetting all about it.
Weird.
Oh, I have a fucking tumor. Nah. It'll go away.
Is that a fucking blueberry?
Oh no, it's a red berry. It's fine. That was normal for people. An hour later, you're sitting in the back of your Cadillac. As it arrives at the Millennium Ballroom, you are surprised to see that Electra Jones opens the door for you. Electra, you're my chaperone for the evening? Only as far as the door, she says with a warm smile. I'll be backstage most of the evening. Just wanted to show my face. How thoughtful. Brett has a team inside, she continues, climbing the venue's wide steps with you. Any problems, give a wave. We'll have a pair of eyes on you all night. Are you expecting problems? No, but I prefer not to leave these things to chance. Oh, fucking paranoid, Jesus Christ. Prepare for the goddamn Ragnarok, why don't you? The Millennium Ballroom is a spectacular venue. 50 or so circular dining tables have been set upon the ballroom's dance floor. 5 immense chandeliers hang over the room. The light they project dim to a tasteful level. Ooh, tasty. Tastes like a sun drop. An attendant leads you back to your seat at a table near the stage, and on that stage performs a pop-punk trio, the New Sonic Blockheads.
What
you
the
remember hearing
fuck?
somewhere that their debut album has just gone platinum.
The New
Says you to
Sonic.
Groot. It's good to finally meet you. You turn to the speaker, your immediate neighbor at the table, and you recognize him at once, though you've never met him in person. It's Aaron Salt, as opposed to Michael Pepper, CEO of Scion Industries, Metahuman's main competitor. He's at the tail end of his 30s, you'd guess. Could be 5.
I mean, maybe not.
Could be 5. Could
I'm
be
really
107.
bad with ages.
His face is rather boyish. He regards you with very dark eyes and somewhat playful expression on his handsome features.
I just fuck him already.
Fucking Aaron. Mr. Saul. Just then, the New Sonic Blockheads come out to the end of their song and walk off stage. How are you finding things in Metahuman? Aaron asks in the sudden lull. Generally with my hands. That's how I find things. I hear there's still no news of Anaru. Not at all, and sadly I'm left holding down the fort for him. The man's a thief. Hiding himself at the ends of the earth is probably a wise move. I'm surprised at your concern. I always understood the relationship between you was rather anapathetic. We're looking for him personally. I hope he's okay.
I don't know anything about the fella, but fuck him. Don't steal.
We don't know that. It's just... everything about this story is so vague so far, so I'm hoping he's not a dick. So do I, says Aaron, then catching your look of surprise, he says, and why not? Of all the people in the world, Anaru is my closest counterpart. There, but for the grace of God, go I, and so on. He stops and takes a sip of champagne. Then says, actually, I should employ the past tense. These days, you're my closest counterpart.
Somebody's,
Mr. Soul.
You're a threat.
Mm-hmm. A stand-up comedian, Wildcat Silverton. Shittiest names ever, dude. Wildcats, ho!
No, what team? What team?
Shut up.
Wildcats!
Taking the stage, cutting off conversation for a few minutes.
Get your head in the
Only
game.
half listening to him, you take a few moments to glance around the room. The room is peopled by various industry heads. Oh my god, just their heads?
What is this, Futurama?
And a handful of European aristocrats, and the occasional conceited rock star? You've never met any of them before, though you do recognize most of them from business magazines or celebrity gossip rags. You do spot one person, you know, just a couple of tables away. A woman with sandy hair and freckles.
Take a bath.
Sandy cunt. She was one of the journalists who quizzed you on the day you were made CEO of Metahuman. Robin Goodchild, her name is. Thanks for that very formal and straightforward, though it takes you a couple of minutes to remember it. Wildcat Silverton does 5 minutes of stand-up, including a borderline offensive impersonation of President Takei, then walks off stage and to a vigorous round of applause. As he goes, you see Brett Gull, your chief of operations, moving towards you, wearing a made-to-measure suit. He cuts a dashing figure as he crosses the room, very James Bond. He shakes your hand and leans down so that only you can hear him. I have a big dick.
Oh my god. Just so you know.
What voice should I do for him? I want to do a weird voice for him, just like so out of character for a James Bond character.
I don't know, confused redneck?
Well, just so you know, I got half a dozen people in the building. Electra's outside. Working general surveillance. Set your phone to vibrate. And make sure we can contact you if we need to. He manages a slight smile. That's just a precaution, of course. Have a good evening.
I fucking love it.
Alright. What should we do?
Okay, let's see.
Try to get gloriously drunk while making banal conversation with adult bankers. Oh my god.
Well, I mean, you know how I roll, but also that Robin Goodchild.
Yeah, we gonna
maybe we can convince her to take a bath. Girl, get that sand out your hair.
Alright, we're actually gonna end this right here. Cutting it a little short, but we will pick it back up in the next episode of
Squid's
Metahuman Incorporating. Shut the fuck up. Thank you for watching.
Bye. Bye.
Hey guys, if you like that video, be sure to subscribe to us here on Electric Squid Entertainment, and make sure to check out our second channel, Electric Squid and Entertainment, where we play Nintendo video games every now and again.